Canon fans, brace yourselves, there has been a lot of buzz about something big potentially coming to the EOS R lineup. For months, the rumored Canon EOS R4 has stirred excitement across the photography world. Touted as a possible flagship mirrorless camera designed to bridge the gap between the EOS R5 and R6. With talk of next-generation specs and professional-level performance, the Canon EOS R4 was imagined as a hybrid beast that could redefine expectations. But as we peel back the layers of this speculation, it becomes increasingly unclear whether the EOS R4 is a real product in development or simply a fan-fueled fantasy. Canon's EOS R series has been steadily gaining ground in the mirrorless market, offering a compelling range of cameras tailored to different segments of the photography and videography community. The EOS R5, with its 45-megapixel sensor and advanced 8K video recording, is widely regarded as a high-resolution workhorse ideal for professionals who demand top-tier image quality and cutting-edge video capabilities. Meanwhile, the EOS R6 carved out a loyal following among action shooters and low-light enthusiasts, thanks to its 20-megapixel sensor, high-speed performance, and impressive in-body image stabilization, all offered at a more accessible price point. Together, the EOS R5 and R6 have formed a complementary duo, each excelling in different areas while leaving room in the lineup for a possible in-between model. Enter the Canon EOS R4, or at least the idea of it. The initial rumors suggested that the R4 would sit comfortably between its two siblings, offering a balanced mix of resolution, speed, and price. On paper, this positioning sounded smart. A versatile tool that could appeal to hybrid shooters looking for a middle ground between the R6's affordability and the R5's premium features. However, when we dig into the details of these rumors, things become murkier. The Canon EOS R4 has been linked to a 40-megapixel sensor, higher than the R6's 24.2 megapixels, but still trailing the R5's 45. This puts it in an odd spot in terms of resolution leadership. Other rumors mentioned Canon's next-gen Digic X Plus image processor, promising faster autofocus and better performance in challenging lighting conditions. Video capabilities were also expected to be ambitious, with 8K recording at up to 60 FPS, support for Canon Log 2 and Log 3, and high-end connectivity features such as Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.2. Throw in dual card slots and robust weather sealing, and the rumored specs began to paint a picture of a very capable mirrorless camera. However, the problem lies in the overlap. Most of these features already exist in the EOS R5 or bear striking similarities to what's currently offered across Canon's lineup. This raises an important question: what niche would the Canon EOS R4 truly fill? Canon is known for maintaining clear segmentation between its cameras. Each model in the EOS R family has a defined purpose, carefully placed to avoid cannibalizing other offerings. Introducing a model like the R4 with such significant feature redundancy could risk blurring these lines. This potential redundancy is why some industry watchers believe that the R4, if it were to exist, would simply feel like a slightly stripped-down version of the R5. Such a model might appeal to a narrow audience, but wouldn't offer enough differentiation to justify its place. In short, unless the Canon EOS R4 introduced a truly groundbreaking feature, or significantly undercut the R5 in price, it would likely struggle to find a compelling reason for buyers to choose it. One of the more intriguing aspects of the R4 rumors centered around thermal management. The EOS R5 initially faced criticism for overheating during prolonged 8K recording sessions. Canon addressed these issues through firmware updates and the release of the R5C, a cinema-focused version of the R5 with active cooling. The EOS R4 was rumored to feature an entirely new internal heat dissipation system, possibly using vapor chamber technology or heat pipes, which could have been a strong selling point for video creators. However, without any concrete engineering leaks or design patents to back this claim, it remains speculative at best. The hypothetical value of the EOS R4 hinges on its ability to establish a distinct identity within Canon's mirrorless ecosystem. With the R6 series catering to fast shooters and the R5 satisfying high-resolution demands, the R4 would have to bring something genuinely new to the table, something that neither the R6 nor the R5 already covers. Otherwise, it risks being stuck in a no-man's land, too similar to justify itself as a new product, yet too expensive or underpowered to replace either of the existing models. Adding another layer to this uncertainty is the cultural context surrounding the number 4. In East Asian cultures, particularly Japan, where Canon is headquartered, the number 4 is considered unlucky due to its phonetic similarity to the word for death. This belief, known as tetraphobia, has led some companies to avoid using the number in product names, similar to how some Western buildings skip the 13th floor, while other brands, like Nikon, have released models such as the D4 and D4s. These decisions are typically made with caution and cultural sensitivity. It's entirely plausible that Canon might choose to skip the R4 designation altogether for this reason. Timing also casts doubt on the rumored camera's existence. Early reports hinted at a possible launch in early or mid-2025, but Canon has made no official announcements. More tellingly, the usual signs that precede a major product release, patent filings, regulatory certifications, development teasers, have been noticeably absent. When Canon is genuinely preparing to release a new camera, there's typically a trail of breadcrumbs leading up to the launch. The lack of such indicators for the Canon EOS R4 suggests that it may not be part of Canon's short or even mid-term strategy. From a pricing perspective, the rumored EOS R4 would likely have landed in the $3,000 to $3,500 range. This price point already overlaps heavily with the R5, especially given that the R5 is frequently discounted and continues to deliver excellent performance. The R6 line also holds a strong position in the lower to mid-range, making it difficult for a camera like the R4 to carve out a financially viable segment. It wouldn't be cheap enough to pull budget-conscious users away from the R6, nor unique or powerful enough to draw professionals away from the R5. Another major red flag is the vagueness of the Canon EOS R4's leaked specifications. When credible camera leaks occur, they typically include very specific technical details, buffer capacities, bit rates, codec support, sensor readout speeds, stabilization mechanisms, and so on. Speculation has its place. It keeps conversations in the photography community alive and pushes brands to listen to user desires. But it's also important to understand how camera companies like Canon operate, how they segment their products, and how they respond to market demands. Based on all available evidence, or lack thereof, the Canon EOS R4 is best viewed not as an imminent release, but as a hypothetical placeholder, born out of wishful thinking rather than grounded planning. What do you think? Is there still room for a camera like the Canon EOS R4 in Canon's mirrorless lineup? Or is it best left on the drawing board? Let us know in the comments.